beat me. Yeah, look, all this money I be spending on BBs.
Today, from M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland, it's Week 18 of the NFL on EA Sports.
And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. First down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. To throw is Kaepernick. He finds his man, complete. It's Harris. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath. Maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game.
And he's going to go down. It's a sack on Kaepernick. Tyus Bowser gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. He'll drop to throw. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
A throw left side, caught by the tight end Freiermuth. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Heck of a 4th and short conversion. They end up getting north of 20 yards.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on 4th down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball to his receiver. They get the first down. It's now 1st and goal.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. This is Harris. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be second and goal. And they'll run again. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. James Prochet to return it. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Ravens offense going to work, and as usual, it's Lamar Jackson, the former MVP of the league, at the helm.
And he's had a great season so far throwing the football. Very likely could go over 4,000 yards with a good performance here. And even in an age of passing first, that is no small accomplishment.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
These two teams, you may recall, they didn't play each other till late in the year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in Week 13. This, the second meeting between these two division rivals. You might recall they met earlier in the year.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Cameron Hayward. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
The defense is always talking about not letting Lamar Jackson get comfortable. A good job there on his opening drive of making him uncomfortable.
And you're talking about doing it so early in the game because all week long, there's been anxiety on the defensive side of the ball. How do we keep this guy hemmed in? How do we tackle him? To get it done that early, that's got to feel great for them.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
This defense for the Steelers, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
So on fourth down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Kaepernick now on first down. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
Kaepernick now on first down. He finds his man complete. It's Harris. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
Hey, that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front. completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. To throw, it's Kaepernick. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to it. Tw0MinsLate422's in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Kaepernick to throw on 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force an incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Eluding the pressure, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Tw0MinsLate422's able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away.
James Prochet deep for Baltimore.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Jackson to Andrews on that one. 1st down, Baltimore.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. That's complete to the fullback, Ricard. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins.
And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. It's a 6-yard pickup to get him back to the original line of scrimmage with 3rd down coming up.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
On 3rd down, Jackson.
Open man is Bateman. It's complete.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
That's a play that'll likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all.
Cameron Sutton on the tackle.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
A very important third down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option.
And this time he is in.
Yes.
J.K. Dobbins
with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
McLeod now on the return.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Let's see now what Colin Kaepernick has been up to so far in this game. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants
touchdown. Chase Claypool with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that makes the score 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Baltimore about ready to go on offense.
They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10.
An option handoff here to Dobbins.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back.
And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory.
A minute 52 to play until halftime.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got his man there. It's Wallace, complete.
7 yards to pick up there.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route,
Something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open. That makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. Here's Jackson to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Jackson will throw again. And it's caught. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins.
That he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins
with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game.
And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
McLeod now on the return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Steelers taking over now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission.
On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Throwing on 1st down is Kaepernick. He'll find Smith-Schuster again. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Kaepernick. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
From the gun, it's Kaepernick. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half. Unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Over the middle, that's caught by Claypool. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. Into the red zone now. Kaepernick. And that is caught. Touchdown. Well, there is a marker on the field. The celebration may be short-lived. Let's see. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now Kaepernick again. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. Prochet to return it. And able to get this out to the 25. The Raven offense set to start this 3rd quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the 1st half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And they'll run the option to start the drive.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves them still needing 11 here on 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a 2nd half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
Well, they're hoping that the 2nd half is better for him than the 1st half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
They run again with Harris. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Throwing is Kaepernick on 3rd down. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
The coverage was tight that time. They allowed the pass underneath to him, but they rallied to him pretty fast, too. Converged on him and got him down. That'll bring up 4th down.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They're going for it. This is Harris. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Just enough push up front. He only needed about 6 inches. He didn't get a whole lot more than that.
No, but he made sure he got enough so they didn't have to worry about measuring it or making it even close. Ends up picking up a couple of yards in a situation, as you noted, where he only needed inches.
He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. Now Harris. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Here's Kaepernick to throw. It's brought in by Harris. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Najee Harris. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Crochet to return it. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Throwing is Jackson. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off at the 33. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
So after the INT, it's Kaepernick. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Pat Freiermuth, the intended target.
And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. Kaepernick hit, fumble. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Ravens.
So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. Here's Jackson.
He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
On 2nd down, here's the option.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You are watching the... Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right. Around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Kaepernick. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
They'll run on 1st down. Harris flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35.
Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now here's another carry for Harris. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Throwing now is Kaepernick. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Looking sideline, incomplete.
He was looking for Rashad Bateman there.
And that'll bring up 2nd down. From the gun, Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Cameron Hayward picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging them.
Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Minka Fitzpatrick. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss.
Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8 to throw. Kaepernick. That is caught inside the 5.
And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now Kaepernick. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown.
Juju Smith-Schuster.
His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead now up to 14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
This Ravens offense heads back out there, led by Lamar Jackson. With his guys trailing here in the 4th, he can ill afford a repeat of the interception that ended the last drive.
Yeah, you're 2 scores down. You take it upon yourself now to play perfect or near-perfect football if you want to get your team back into the game. But it's also tough to do when you're trying to avoid errors, yet still play perfect football.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. A good start there on this 4th quarter drive. They need more of what we just saw.
Down a couple of scores. There's still time, all right? It's not like they're totally out of it, but they have to score quickly, and they're going to need some big-time plays, chunk plays, explosive plays. They need yardage on each snap.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. They'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there at 22. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this?
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time. but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. Johnson with a burst, a 1st down and more. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
Oh, Kaepernick's going to throw it. And he finds Tyler Croft. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Kaepernick going to throw. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't
would do
even know
for them?
why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Boswell for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Ravens offense back out there. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. His throw incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
16 yards on that one at a Raven first. Now he's flushed out left. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 35. A good pickup there, 22. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson.
He gets this underneath to Dobbins. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. A gain of 22.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Jackson now. Flushed out right. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Second and goal from inside the 5. Now it's Jackson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. I think here the score dictates you pretty much got to go for it.
But when you look at the scoreboard and you realize that 3 doesn't do you a whole lot of good in this situation, you're exactly right. Dial up one of your better plays and get after it. Forget the field goal kicker. He doesn't matter.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And that is caught. But the back judge right there to say incomplete. And this one incomplete. And all that remains is 13 seconds. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Steeler D will celebrate the goal line stand. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand. Open man completes it to Claypool. And they'll get him down up past the 15. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers, and they were